I thought I'd do a quick, just a quick update video, just to show you what I've been up to. Like a lot of things, I've kind of got slightly distracted from the prowler I was building. You've probably seen the review of the Aries detail set for the Hasegawa kit that I bought. Kind of really wanted to crack on with it. It's seen such a nice little kit. So, you know, most of the parts have actually now been built up. So I basically built up the engine. I can bring in the zoom. It is lovely. It goes together quite well. It's a little more challenging than perhaps, you know, some of the modern resin, like the Brazil stuff. But you know, it's still, well, you can get that in the focus. You know, I've started to dirty it up. There's still a bit more detail painting. I've added a little bit of extra wiring, and I'll be adding a little bit more when the final parts go together. It's also a little bit glossy, so I'll matte that down a bit. But the detail is brilliant. Some extra bits here you can see. I've given that a wash. Again, a little bit more detail painting needs to be done still to sort of finish that off. The main cockpit fitted in. Again, sorry, the light, I'm trying to get it in the right lighting here. There we go, hopefully you can see that quite well. It's a lovely detail bit of cockpit, and it's actually gone together better than I expected. I was worried that fitting it in would be a bit of a nightmare, and that I'd be spending hours and hours trying to, you know, sort of sand and shave bits off and stuff like that to get it to actually go in, but it slipped in without too much of a drama. The instrument panel isn't the one that comes with the Aries kit. I actually picked up a sort of Edard replacement kit one because I wasn't particularly impressed. I mean, it's okay, but I wasn't particularly impressed with the one that comes with the kit there. And obviously with the Edard, it's colour photo etched, so it does the job nicely. Again, hopefully you get a reasonable view for there. Nice detail on the actual sort of firewall part here. Again, a little bit more detail painting still to do, but I've given it the basic coat. We've given it a nice dirty wash. I used the AK engine set to do the sort of dirt wash there. So that's all coming along quite nicely. As I say, the parts, no real troubles. These are the sort of engine covers, and we've got the bottom part here. I guess the real proof will be once we actually fit this all together and see how it all goes and hangs in with once it's on the sort of engine mounts here. So that may be a bit of a challenge. I can't remember if I showed the actual kit. Let me come back. It's the I think I may have mentioned it's the finish. We're going to do it. I think I'm going to do it in this scheme as well. There is a couple of other options in here, but it's a nice different scheme. This might be challenging. The decals that come with the kit look pretty good, so I don't think I'm going to have too much of a drama there. Sorry, it's burning out the image there a bit. And it's just a bit different. You know, I've done quite a lot of 109s, and it's just nice to do something a little bit different, really. So that's kind of where I am with that one. The prowler itself, I haven't really made any more progress. It really is pretty much ready for paint. It's in the primer. There's a few little sort of lumps and bumps that I think I will get on now before I do the main paint scheme. And that's pretty much where that is. Anything else ready to report? No, I've not really had any purchases or anything recently. Kind of got so much stuff to do. Probably don't need to buy any more kits, although there's always something tempting. And I'm not going to a show now until May. Who knows, I may find a bargain there. But I'll probably try and resist on buying anything too much until that point, until that happens. One thing I have actually bought, just because I'm keen to see how they are. Obviously, again, going back to the Hataka paints. This is the replacement one, so I know it's a new formula. I've not yet to use it, but I've actually bought the orange line version of this. So I'm going to do a good direct comparison. I'm going to see if I can find some old plastic, so I can actually do a reasonably accurate test to see how it goes straight down on, you know, either bare plastic or prime plastic. But I don't know quite what I've got yet, so I'm going to see if I can dig out. There must be something old that we can have a bit of play with, and just see how for those of you who don't know, the orange line is the new not enamel, lacquer based paints. So and obviously these are pure acrylics. we'll see what they're like. You know, so I've been using some of these, not this particular set, but I've used some of the other ones, and the new formula is pretty good. Probably not, you know, it's not as easy to use as perhaps Tamiya or Vallejo, but you know, once you get the hang of it, it sprays absolutely fine. But it'll be interesting to see how the lacquer compares. Hopefully that'll be in the next couple of days. I've ordered it. Hopefully Monday. It's Sunday today. So I will definitely try and get that done as soon as possible for you, because I think it may be interesting to see. Obviously there's quite a lot about lacquer paints at the moment. A lot of people seem to be going back to them because they tend to spray better. But obviously something like the MRP paints are quite pricey. You know, £5 a bottle, I think. You know, it's quite a lot of money to outlay if you want to get the whole set. Whereas obviously the Attacker ones are about £15 for that set of 8. So, and okay, the bottles aren't as big, but you know, it's still a reasonable price to pay. And if they are any good, then they may be a viable alternative. But we shall have to see. Obviously, you know, there's the limited range at the moment, but I'm sure Attacker will be bringing the rest out quite soon. So it'll be interesting to see how they go. Cool. Well, thanks for watching. I know it's quite a short update. I just wanted to sort of keep you going on, keep you up to date on what's going on. Thanks for watching. Cheers.